OG&E Field at Devon Park is the venue for this exclusive coverage of Oklahoma City Sparks softball on Yurview. Tonight, it's the Spark and the Steam as the 5-3 Oklahoma City Spark open up a 3-game homestand against the 1-3 Chattanooga Steam. Hello again, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to our booth. I'm Todd Miller, along with Ryan Booth. Ryan, it was a tough weekend for the Oklahoma City Spark against the nation's #1 ranked softball team, dropping 2 against Team USA. However, it's a big weekend for Haley Lee.
Yeah, Haley Lee had a great night, or 3 great nights actually, against Team USA. 3 home runs, 5 RBIs in her last 3 games, and then 2 two-run home runs against Team USA, as you can see there. In her 10 at-bats here with the Spark, 4 hits, and then again 3 of them being home runs, so a lot of power in Lee's bat.
Spark are going to add to the roster tonight, one of which is T.R.A. Jennings, playing for OKC for the first time this year. She was a member of Team USA this past weekend. Someone to watch tonight for Chattanooga, University of Georgia graduate Sarah Mosley. She has the biggest hit to date for Chattanooga, a 2-run home run back in the inaugural game for the Steam to break a 2-2 tie and give Chattanooga a 4-2 win over Florida. Welcome back tonight. A couple of familiar faces. Both were with the Spark in Tennessee, Deja Molapola and Jaden Coleman. Who will be tonight's superhero for the Spark? It's time to find out. The first pitch is coming up next on Yurview.
This is you. You've written a book. Congratulations. You're a writer. But wait, to be a true author, you have to actually publish your book. So the next step is to find a publisher or agent that shouts it out to the world that you're a real author. This is where we come in. Discover Publishers will help you find the right publisher to edit, illustrate, print, sell, distribute, and promote your book. We will match your needs with our list of qualified publishers and agents to find the right fit. And the best part, it's completely free. We connect publishers with writers just like you. We put you in the driver's seat as publishers rush to your door to get your book in bookstores. Publishers have specific strengths. We know them and will find the right ones for you. Don't run all over town. Make publishing houses come to you. DiscoverPublishers.com gets you free access to the leading publishers in the industry. Fast.
Call for your free publisher kits at 800-335-2185 and find the right publisher for your book. That's 800-335-2185.
COVID-19 was tough on businesses. If you experienced a negative impact to your business during the pandemic, then you need to pay attention. There are some new powerful incentives that have been created specifically for businesses impacted by COVID-19. One such program is the Employee Retention Credit. This tax incentive could bring some serious cash back to your business. Even if you received a PPP loan in 2020 or 2021, you are still permitted to receive this credit. There are many ways to be eligible. Here are just a few examples that can qualify. Taking advantage of this tax credit doesn't need to be complicated. We make it easy for you by doing the legwork to maximize the amount of your refund due. The tax resolvers can set your business up to take full advantage of the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Contact us today and we will get the ball rolling on getting you and your business some much needed relief.
Call 833-LAW-1371.
Welcome back here to Devon Park, OG&E Field, as we get ready for the first pitch tonight, the first of a 3-game homestand now with the Chattanooga Steam. Oklahoma City coming back and defeating Chattanooga earlier this season by a count of 8-4, a game that was capped by a 3-run Kinsey Hansen home run, her first career pro hit. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Chattanooga. T.J. Webster out of Western Kentucky, 83 stolen bases. It's the top of their lineup. We highlighted Sarah Mosley in our open. Haley Busby, the former Cowgirl, is in the lineup. She is batting 5th. Morgan Smith, who was Softball America's two-way player of the year this past year, is playing in center field. And the starting pitcher tonight for Chattanooga will be Ashley Rogers. Here's the starter tonight for Oklahoma City, Amber Pfizer, a Van Horn, Iowa native, a graduate of the University of Minnesota. She made 2 appearances, none of which came against the Steam in Chattanooga during the Scenic City Challenge. Here's the first pitch. Weather 100 degrees, and the first pitch is a strike to T.J. Webster.
Todd, Oklahoma City definitely going to want to keep TJ Webster off the base paths. Over at Western Kentucky, she's top 5 career in stolen bases, stolen base attempts, as well as top 5 in career hits and in career assists. So she can do it at the plate, with the glove, and on the base paths, that's for sure.
1 ball, 1 strike to the former Hilltopper from Western Kentucky. Checked her swing and fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. TJ Webster, 83 for 95 in stolen bases and hit .335 over a 5-year career at Western Kentucky.
Safe to say she has made the quick jump from collegiate to professional softball.
1-2 pitch, stays high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Amber Pfizer last pitched on Saturday night here against Team USA. 3 2/3, 2 hits, 2 earned runs with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a called third strike to the outside corner, so that's the way the evening begins with an Amber Pfizer strikeout of TJ Webster.
Yeah, there you can see just catches Webster just nibbling on that outside edge. There is Pfizer. She gets the call, and that's the best way to keep Webster off the base path. Strike her out, send her back to the dugout.
Will be the batter. Left-handed hitter, and she takes that one and wears it, so she'll be a 1-out base runner. Hit batsmen continue to be a problem for Oklahoma City pitching. Here is Sarah Mosley, the third baseman, graduate of the University of Georgia, grew up in Georgia, dreamed of playing for the Bulldogs, and lived out a fairy tale career. And she had a fairy tale start, as we alluded to, in the Open for Chattanooga. They are 1-3, but that 1 win is compliments of Mosley's bat. A 2-2 tie with the Florida Vibe, and she broke it open late with a 2-run home run to propel the Steam to a 4-2 victory. Called strike, and the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great pitch there by Pfizer on the inside edge of the plate. Really nothing that Mosley can do with that one. She's just going to have to let that go and take the strike.
Here's the pitch, popped up, and that's out of play. Off to our right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mosley was a 3-time All-SEC first-team performer. Played in 261 games with 259 starts for the Bulldogs over a 5-year career. Tallied 227 RBIs and also hit 65 home runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Mosley, very, very dangerous. One of 2 Georgia teammates on the roster. The other, Sydney Kuma, is not in the starting lineup tonight. 2-2 pitch, just misses, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Pfizer comes back with that inside pitch, tries to get Mosley with looked like almost the same pitch she was able to strike Webster out with, but doesn't get the call.
Jada Coleman is in the lineup tonight. T.R.A. Jennings is in the lineup. Both were with Team USA over the weekend. And the pitch to Mosley is fouled down the right field side. That will just get into the stands, and the count will hold. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coleman anchors the outfield for the Spark at center field. Riley Boone, who played center much of this season, including all 4 games this past weekend, is over and left. And Michelle Moultrie, the first ever signee for the Spark, is in right field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out. We are just underway, the first of 3. Fly ball into right field, or actually to second base. Becker gloves it, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, Becker, nice job tracking the ball off the bat. There you see Mosley just gets underneath it a little bit too much. Easy play for Becker, and there's 2 away. Becker
is joined by Haley Lee, who's homered in 3 straight games at first base on the right side of the Spark infield. Jennings is at short. Sydney Sherrill is at third. Molipola is the catcher, and Amber Pfizer, the starting pitcher. First pitch to Kaylee Tao is away. 1 ball, no strikes. Chattanooga, a startup franchise, and they are excited about the Steam back in Tennessee. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. They really were very excited when they signed their head coach, Marty McDaniel. He is a well-traveled, very successful assistant/head coach at the collegiate level. Has over 25 years of coaching experience. Fastball high, and she's fallen behind. 3 balls, no strikes to Tao. Here's a look at the head coach himself. Spent 19 years in Atlanta with Georgia Tech and in Knoxville with the University of Tennessee, both as pitching coach. Called strike, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, nice comeback pitch right there by Pfizer. top half of the zone. Get Tao to look at that and again, see if she decides to try to stay away.
3-1 pitch. Just
does.
I was going to say just missed. It's called a strike belatedly. In fact, Tao had already started to go to first base, and the count's full.
Yeah, Pfizer comes back right there again. That pitch on the outside edge, this time away from the hitter. Full count, 2 outs. Payoff
Here's
pitch.
the 3-2 lifted into the outfield. Coming in is Boone, who makes a running catch to retire the side and left. Nothing comes, and they hit bats, but a half inning in the series opener in the books. Chattanooga nothing. The Spark coming up here on Yurview.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to one pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that one pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to one pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that one pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Hot evening here at the ballpark. 100 degrees at first pitch, and nothing beats an ice-cool Kona Ice and probably a cool pickle as well. As those young fans on Superhero Night get set to cheer on their Spark against Chattanooga. Here's a look at the Spark starting lineup. Boone, Jennings, and Mullapola. Lee, Coleman, Cheryl, Moultrie, Whaley, and Rachel Becker, who had a tough series but did have hits in the 2 games with Team USA over the weekend. She has 3 hits on the season. And here is University of Tennessee graduate Ashley Rogers. She was a star in Knoxville, native of Athens, Tennessee. Can see how these 2 teams build their rosters, Ryan. Chattanooga obviously has a southeastern United States flair. Most of the Spark hail from the Midwest. First pitch to Riley Boone is downstairs.
Yeah, definitely you see the regional aspect to these teams. Keep these players home, and you know, that helps bring fans to the crowd. Again, we want to see a lot of these players that we've seen at the University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and a lot of places close by. Get to keep them around here and continue to watch them play.
8 of 24, 333 batting average for Boone at her first professional season. She takes low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Defensively, Tao is at first, Webster at second, Logaleo is the shortstop, and Mosley at third for the Steam. Egan at left, Smith in center, Busby, the former Cowgirl, in right, with Kaylee Phillips catching. 3 balls and no strikes to Riley Boone. Boone already this year has drawn 2 walks. She struck out 3 times. That's almost a third of what she had in her college career at Oklahoma. And a lot of those strikeouts, in fact, all 3 came against Team USA. World-class pitching. There's a strike away, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, took absolutely some of the best pitchers in the international game to get Riley Boone out. And again, she's still ahead in the count here, 3-1.
Good hitters count for the left-handed hitting left fielder. Checked her swing, called a strike, and it's 3-2. Oklahoma City playing with as close to a full roster tonight as they have had at any point this season, including the 4 games in Chattanooga. Be interesting to see how the offense responds. They're hitting just .212 collectively through a 5-3 start of the season. Boone stays alive, Jennings on deck, and then Mullapola here in the first inning. No score, first ever matchup here in Oklahoma City between Chattanooga and the Spark. All-time series, 1-0. Oklahoma City winning 8-4 in the 3rd game of the year. A swing and a miss.
Yeah, Boone just swung right through that one. So you could see just off of it a little bit. And again, another little bit of an uncharacteristic end to that at bat for Riley Boone.
Ashley Rogers didn't dance around. She went right after with a fastball.
Yeah, challenged her right down the middle. Boone just a little bit tardy.
Here's Tiare Jennings, the shortstop, making her spark debut. Takes upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. The other player that was added to the roster this week is on deck. Molipola and also Jada Coleman both played at least 1 game for the Spark in Tennessee. Here's the 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there is Deja, fresh off a weekend with Team USA. She had a good start to her season as she had 3 hits and 2 of those were home runs. 2 balls, 1 strike to the shortstop for the Spark, Tiare Jennings. Through 8 games, Oklahoma City is averaging just a tick under a home run per ball game. They have 7. 3 from Lee and 2 by Mulipola. Fly ball into left. Egan is there, and that is quickly 2 away.
Yeah, Jennings flies out to left field with her first at bat here. And
Ashley Rogers was drafted 3rd last year in the professional draft. Coming off her best collegiate season in Knoxville, in which she went 20-1. Here's Deja.
Deja
and
batting.
She takes high, 1 ball, no strikes.
231 on the season. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs.
Streamer 1-3. Their 1 win, as we told you on opening night, 4-2 over the Florida Vibe. Here's the 1-0 from Rogers, and it's lined foul up the left field side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Deja with the best swing, really, of anybody of the first 3 batters here to start the game against Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers doing a good job keeping the Spark off balance a little bit. Again, doing exactly what she wants to do, changing that eye level, coming in and out with her pitches, and then really just with the at-bat on the line, going with what she feels most comfortable with.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Off speed and misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. In addition to winning 20 of 21 decisions, she started 21 ball games her last year at Tennessee and had 13 complete games. Had 179 strikeouts in her best season in 2023. That's outside, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Just trying to get Mulipola to chase a little bit there. But Deja, nice job being patient at the plate.
She has struck out 6 times, so she is certainly a chaser, if you will. The 3-1. And she takes outside, ball 4.
Tries to come back with that same pitch and just a little bit farther outside. So Deja draws the walk. First base runner of the night for the Spark.
Mulipola likes to swing the bat. We told you 6 strikeouts and 13 at bats this year. That's only your 2nd walk, but a good start. And guess who's coming to the plate?
There you go, Haley Lee. So probably one of the most impressive players during that 2-game set with Team USA, and a dangerous hitter at the plate.
First pitch is inside, 1 ball, no strike. She hit a 2-run 4th inning home run as part of a 3-run inning that prevented the Spark from being run ruled in 4 innings. They eventually went down 11-3 to the American side in 5 innings. Pitch to Lee, called strike away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Haley Lee's numbers, she has 4 hits, 3 of them have left the ballpark. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 6 RBIs. Those 6 RBIs tops of the Spark club. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bounces to the plate, 2-1, and off to second base goes Mulipola.
Yeah, in there easy. Good job by Mulipola. So saw that one get away just a little bit from Phillips. Got away far enough from Kaylee Phillips, the catcher, and just couldn't quite come up with it cleanly. And with Deja's speed, she's into second base easily.
It's a wild pitch, though, on Rogers. She bounced it in front of the plate. Phillips did a good job to avoid possibly being 2 bases on that wild pitch. Here's the pitch to Lee, and belted but fouled on the left field side. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Of her 3 home runs in the last 3 games, if memory serves me right, 2 of them at least 2 of them have come with 2 strikes. So she's been a good 2-strike hitter early.
Yeah, dangerous hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position, and not only dangerous, but a confident hitter. And that will go a long way.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased one away. Second strikeout for Ashley Rogers. So, like Chattanooga, they're half of the first. The Spark leave a runner aboard on Superhero Night at Devon Park. No score after 1 on Yurview.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
What a tradition that's being established here in the summer in Oklahoma City Spark softball. And there's a couple of the young fans taking in tonight's action. The Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview is brought to you by Brahms. Summertime is ice cream time. Try an ice cream classic today only at Brahms.
Todd, you are a man of your word. I asked you tonight was superhero night. I asked what superhero you were going to dress up as, and you said, hey, I'm coming as myself. And you sure enough did that. I pulled out the Batman shirt, and just you know, so you know, Todd, nobody's ever seen me and Batman in the same place at the same time.
Well, they're seeing you and Batman together wearing Batman's uniform. Here is Haley Busby, who takes high. 1 ball, no strikes. Sent away in the second, no score after 1. Chattanooga and Oklahoma City. Chattanooga finished 4th in the Scenic City Challenge. Upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. In fact, they're going to host both of the challenges this year. The Pro Cup is coming up July 27th through the 24th through the 27th in Tennessee. Here's the 2-0 pitch, in there for a strike, 2-1 to Haley Busby. Busby had a great career on the East Coast. She was at the University of Virginia for 2 years. Takes high, and it's 3 balls and a strike. And despite having a really good final season, she just was really about done with softball. In fact, in May of 2013, she just about called, or May of 2019, excuse me, just about called it a career. I don't know what was wrong with that pitch, but it's a walk. So Busby reaches. She then went ahead and put her name into the portal, and that's when Kitty Gajewski came calling.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, maybe a little in tight.
Yeah, that one starts out good, and then you can see Pfizer on the mound. She agrees, but just there at the very end, just kind of tails off. And according to the home plate umpire, just a little bit too far inside. So Busby on with the walk.
Here is Morgan Smith. She was 1 for 3 with a 3 RBI game, including the home run in the Oklahoma City victory over Chattanooga in Game 3 of the season. We are in Game 9 now of this compact summer schedule for both the Spark and the Steam.
Great job there by Mulipola. She sees Pfizer just a little bit frustrated with maybe a couple calls that haven't gone her way. She walks out, talks to her, And then see right there, she settles her down, and she comes back with a hard strike on the inside edge.
Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. There is Coach Wallace and Coach Flores, head coach and pitching coach. As they like to say, a meet of the minds. Check swing and a bouncer, foul on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chattanooga had 5 hits. Oklahoma City had a season high 12 against the Steam. The 8 runs matched a season high for Oklahoma City. It still stands to today. Inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Morgan Smith. We told you that Morgan Smith was this past season voted as the #1 two-way player in the country by Softball America. Former LSU Tiger finished at Rutgers. Called strike, and down she goes. So both the Pfizer strikeouts, Ryan, have been on the called 3rd strike, and now with 1 on and 1 out, up comes Aaliyah Leo.
Yeah, there you can see Smith waiting, and she just with 2 strikes, you don't want to leave that in the umpire's hands. A pitch that close there by Pfizer, and she gets that pitch on the inside edge. Both of her strikeouts have come looking.
Logaleo, a strikeout and an RBI, was 0 for 3 with a run scored in the first meeting this year between these two. 1 ball, no strikes. Pfizer against the shortstop from Chattanooga, Aaliyah Logaleo. Former standout at the Clemson University, takes high, 2 balls and no strikes. Keep in mind, Clemson has risen to national prominence in a very short period of time. They have been bounced since Logaleo has been in Clemson, South Carolina by both in-state schools in regional action. Called strike, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, Pfizer's really found something here with that inside pitch early in this one.
Career batted average for Clemson, .299. Had 195 hits in 240 games for Clemson. Here's the 2-1. Downstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. She is the 4th Tiger, and again, the program has been around less than 15 years, to join the professional softball ranks. 4-time All-ACC selection, first team this past year, final in South Carolina. Here's the 3-1. Bouncing ball, left side, big hop for Jennings at short to second for 1. The relay throw to first, not in time from Becker. So it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice, and now 2 outs for Taylor Sanders. Ball was not quite hit hard enough. She did get a nice friendly hop, but again, not a lot of velocity off the bat to turn 2. Here's Taylor Sanders, the designated player. Taylor Sanders with her first at bat this year against Oklahoma City, takes high, 1 ball, no strikes.
Taylor Sanders out of Western Kentucky as well there with TJ Webster, first team all-conference.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball into center field, not very well hit, but Coleman easily there to retire the side. So Chattanooga picks up a leadoff walk, but Pfizer buckles down and now has forced the Steam to leave 2 runners aboard. After 1.5, still no score.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Hi everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to let you know how much your case is potentially worth. I'm here with TV personality and spokesman Tom Mustin. So Tom, tell the viewers at home who should call right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live person and find out how much your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it. Take advantage of this opportunity. Call now.
Todd Miller, Ryan Booth with you here in Oklahoma City. Spark and the Steam scoreless. We were looking over the Steam roster, Ryan, before we came back on, but look at the 17 different schools that Spark athletes represent.
Yeah, all the way from down there, Florida Atlantic, so down in the southeast part, all the way out to Arizona, Arizona State. Far north, there you see Minnesota. So Virginia Tech, yeah, just all over the place. And it shows you really just the rise of softball here over the last, maybe say decade or so. It's just exploded.
And this stadium and this city has been a big part of the reason why. Here is Jada Coleman, who got a really nice ovation from the crowd when she was introduced, as was the case this weekend for Team USA. She had a hit in the 4-2 victory against Oklahoma City, came in and pinch run in the 5th inning for her only appearance on Sunday. Takes low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Jada had to call timeout there before the first pitch, so the crowd really getting behind former Sooner and excited to see Jada back here at Devon Park.
2 balls, no strikes. Jada Coleman did not play in the first 3 games, including the win over Chattanooga when the team was in Tennessee. Because of personal reasons, she played against New York in the title game with 0 for 2 with a run, a walk, and a strikeout. There's a called strike from Rogers on the inside quarter. It's 2-1. And then Coleman has been away from the team with her commitment to Team USA.
Yeah, you've seen there both pitchers, Pfizer for Oklahoma City and Rogers for Chattanooga, getting that inside pitch.
Ground ball to first, backhanded by Tao, and she'll take it to the bag. And Coleman is now 0 for 3 in her professional career.
Here you see Jada just kind of reaches for that one, gets out in front of it, and then nice job there at first base by Tao to just get down in that great fielding position, see the ball in, and then make the play herself. 3 unassisted.
Sydney Sherrill, 6 for 21, steps into the plate, batting just over 270. Takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1 the count. Sydney Sherrill tonight is playing at her 43rd game along, well, in fact, her and Mala'ulu were tied for the most in franchise history at 43, and Chloe not in the lineup tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sherrill has 33 hits and is a career 266 hitter in a Spark uniform. Sydney Sherrill with a home run and 6 driven in. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So those 6 RBIs are tied with Haley Lee. It's a good look at Sydney. Native of Oklahoma from Moore, Oklahoma, played at Southmore. The 1-2 pitch, bounces to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Todd, one of the best mascot names around, Southmore Sabercats. It's just great logo. So the old Southmore.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just misses away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a mascot, our own Moxie.
Another great mascot for the OKC Spark. Moxie up there with the fans. The kids love the mascots.
Making her debut in 2024, it was announced at the end of the inaugural season that she would be the franchise's mascot. There's a called 3rd strike as Sherrill goes down looking.
Sydney just in there, watches that one in again. Another 2-strike pitch, catches just the bottom edge of the zone. And again, both pitchers tonight with 2 strikes, really kind of going to their bread and butter and able to capitalize.
Michelle Moultrie bats with the bases empty, 2 outs, a .222 hitter of the young season. Butts it fair in front of home plate, and the throw goes over the first baseman Tao's head, but a good job by Busby to back up the play. Let's see how they score that. I think it's going to be a base hit because I think Moultrie would have legged that out anyway. Now they are saying it is a throwing error against Kaylee Phillips, and here's another look at it.
Yeah, there you see, gets it down and really just forces the catcher to have to make a tough play. Right there, you see Moultrie stays right in her running lanes and not really a good throwing line for the catcher, Phillips. So that one sails high, gets into the outfield, but again, you said it, Busby, nice job to back it up and hold Moultrie to just 1.
Yvonne Whaley fouls the first pitch off. Whaley batting in the number 8 spot. Upon further review, a good throw would have beaten Moultrie to the bag, so that was the correct score and error E2.
That's probably one of those where if we're playing down in Chattanooga, it goes down as a hit. But here in, well, no, I gotta flip that. Here, yeah, probably maybe be a hit here, and then Chattanooga wants that to be an error. Yeah, but regardless, it's good to have somebody on with Whaley at the plate.
Both teams have had runners aboard in each of the first 2 innings, still nothing doing. Called strike, and it's 0-2 to Yvonne Whaley. Whaley had a nice weekend against Team USA. Drove in 2 of her 3 season runs. She is a former Pitt Panther by way of Houston, Texas. Here's the 0-2. Rise ball upstairs from Rogers, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rogers finished her collegiate career back in 2023. A final ERA of 1.51 over 131 games and a 79-24 record. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Well hit into center field. It's sinking and diving as Morgan Smith to make the catch. That ball was hit on the screws, but Smith had to pick it up, made a good read, and takes away a 2-out base hit from Yvonne Whaley. Nothing comes of the error. Both teams have left 2. We head to the 3rd of the series opener. No score.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Welcome back to Devon Park, everybody, and we just saw a great catch by center fielder Morgan Smith from Chattanooga there as she robs that one. And Todd, Morgan Smith really doing her best Michelle Moultrie impersonation. Michelle made a great catch in game 2 against Team USA, but Morgan Smith robs the spark of a hit right there as we go to the top of the 3rd, tied at 0.
That Moultrie catch was really, really good. Saved at least 2 runs for the Spark. Leading off the number 9 hitter, Kaylee Phillips. She is the catcher. Spark wearing black and blue tonight. Thank goodness. Here's the first pitch. Popped up and out of play for a strike.
Yeah.
Chattanooga came out and we're going, they got the same color uniforms.
Yeah, when the Spark and Chattanooga were both out there for pregame warm-ups and everything, it was a little difficult. You know, with all the color options out there, these 2 teams decided to go with the same color palette.
Kaylee, a native of Tennessee. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Rise ball upstairs. We told you that this has a distinct Southeast U.S. flavor, this roster, as you would expect. Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, and California. Fly ball popped up 3rd base side, and it'll drop in front of Sydney Sherrill. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I don't know if it's an unwritten rule somewhere that you have to have at least 1 California player on your roster for it to be considered softball. They have
a bunch of them.
Definitely produced a number of outstanding players.
And Team USA had a lot of them. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All but 5 of theirs were California products. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Phillips.
Phillips thought about that one for a second, but again, good eye at the plate, laid off that one. And Pfizer thought maybe she could get her to chase.
Phillips, one of the more decorated players in UT Chattanooga history. Rips that one out of play. She started at Tennessee as a freshman back in 2019. Third in RBIs that year with 36, 246 batted average, 10 home runs, 50 games played. And then went on and finished up at UT Chattanooga and had just a terrific ending to her collegiate career. Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. So Pfizer now has her first strikeout swinging, her third of the night, and will flip the lineup over for TJ Webster.
Yeah, Webster struck out her first plate appearance there to get the game started. Again, struck out looking, and that is, again, I mentioned it to get things started tonight. You do not want Webster on the base paths.
Webster had a couple of hits, scored a run, and struck out once in the first. Being a little flare out to center, and that's going to drop in front of Coleman for a base hit. So the first hit of the night belongs to the Chattanooga Steam, and that's the third against Oklahoma City for Webster. You can see her grinning from ear to ear. There's Pal Egan, the left fielder.
Pal was hit by pitch her first time up, so she's looking to maybe try to exact a little revenge here, especially with the speedy Webster on over at first.
Called strike. Webster had 2 of the 5 hits. Tal had 1. Morgan Smith had 1 of the 5th, belonged to Egan against Oklahoma City and Chattanooga. Here's the 0-1. Little high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
So, and here she is. Egan played at Florida, but she's from Bakersfield, California.
Interested enough, Morgan Smith, who has played center field, now has gone to the bullpen for the Steam. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Little outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And there's a good look at Morgan Smith, who took away a 2-out single from Yvonne Whaley to close the Oklahoma City second. Pfizer brings home the pitch. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner. The throw into second is high and pulled Becker off the bag, so a stolen base for Webster. She had 83 again of those in her career.
Yeah, Egan right there. Rise ball, so great pitch because it gets your catcher moving up. Egan swings through that one. You don't know if the swing maybe through the sight line for Pola off a little bit, but Webster into second easily.
3 balls, 2 strikes now to Pal Egan. 1 on, 1 out. Chattanooga's had runners in each of the first 3 innings against Amber Pfizer. And the pitch pulled to the first base side. Lee has it. That'll advance the runner to Webster to third, now with 2 away.
Yeah, so Egan does her job, moves Webster 60 feet over. Now she's there at third base.
Here's Sarah Mosley. Mosley a chance to give her team their first lead of the contest.
Mosley popped out to second base in the top of the first, and she's down in the count now.
Finished with 65 home runs at Georgia, 47 doubles and a triple. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mosley. Here's an interesting story about Sarah Mosley. She actually started playing competitively when she was 2 years old on a coach pitch team. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. You ask how that was accomplished. Well, her older sister at the time was playing on a 5- and 6-year-old team, and Mosley joined when she was 2. 1-2 pitch, grounded right side, glove by Becker, over to first, and that will do it. So Pfizer works around a 1-out single. Steam leave 1 more aboard. 2.5 of the books. Still no score.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental $95 a month. You can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental card and member guide free.
Chattanooga picking up the first hit of the ball game. They've left 3 against Amber Pfizer. Great weekend this weekend with Team USA in town, but here was a dark moment of that series when Hannah Flippin went into the dugout in pursuit of a fly ball, and quite honestly, not only was she shaken up, you can see her trip over that bucket of balls, but she was injured quite severely, according to reports that we've received.
Yeah, injury update on Flippin. She went into the dugout there, 24 stitches, broken nose, and a broken cheekbone.
Rachel Becker will lead off, the ninth hitter in the lineup. Boone and then Tiare Jennings. We told you that Morgan Smith was in the bullpen warming up. Rogers remains in the ball game. Rachel Becker had a couple of hits against Team USA. Takes side, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, interesting to see Smith down there. You know, again, 100 degrees first pitch tonight, and but again, just wanting to, I guess, keep her loose, keep her ready for Chattanooga.
2-0 called a strike, 2-1 the count. Rachel Becker on the season, 3 for 23. She had been 1 for her first 20 before getting a couple of singles. She is driven into hitting .222, so that batted average slowly creeping back up. No hits so far for the Spark tonight. Inside pitch, 3 balls and 1 strike to Becker. Well, I'll tell you what, you put Becker on, then the top of the order, that gives Amber Flores a ton of options to work with.
Yeah, you got big hitters, you got speed, you can lay down some bunts. Again, you get Becker on base, that's going to open some doors.
3 balls and 1 strike. Rogers nods 2 or 3 times in disagreement. Now Phillips is going to have to recycle the signals as Becker steps out of the batter's box.
Yeah, pitch clock, I looked up and saw it. It was getting low.
3-1 pitch, lifted into foul territory, left field side. Egan giving chase, but it drops harmlessly. You might notice Connect Sports on the left sleeve of the Steam's jersey. You see that a lot when we have a close-up of Ashley Rogers. That is the group that owns the Chattanooga Steam. It's a husband and a wife team. They are thrilled to have their first ever women's professional softball team in Tennessee. A little fister out into left, but it will carry enough to Egan, who makes the catch.
Yeah, Becker's tried to just poke that one out there, but got just a little bit too much of it. So again, still getting good bat on ball, but just continues to hit it right at somebody on the other team.
So far, no hits for the Spark against Rogers, who gave up 12 in 7 innings. She struck out 11 and walked 2. So far, she struck out 3 here in this one. First pitch to Boone is away, 1 ball, no strikes. Riley Boone all of a sudden has jumped aboard the strikeout train. 4 strikeouts over the last 3 games. Ashley Rogers spins the ball, brings it home. Boone hits that one deep to right field. It's over the head of Busby. To the fence. Boone digging for second. She wants 3. Here's the throw in. It's not in time, but it's a triple for Riley Boone.
Yeah, stand up triple. I think Riley was thinking triple with that when that one ball on the bat. So she was thinking triple all the way, and see her go down and just put every bit of herself into that one. And you know, nobody is happier than Riley is to again, just to see the See the bat on the ball, and I said stand-up triple, but she was so quick with that little pop-up slide that by the time I looked down and then back up, she's standing on third. So.
Tiare Jennings a chance to pick up her Sooner teammate Riley Boone, and she takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Jennings in her Spark debut is 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out to left. Boone had 3 triples in 181 games in Oklahoma. Foul tip, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Spark, that's their 3rd of the year. Riley Boone now has 2 of those. The other belongs to Chloe Malaulu. Through 8 games, Oklahoma City entered with 15 extra base hits, 7 home runs, 6 doubles, 2 triples. Righty versus righty. Rogers rise balls upstairs, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So Tiare Jennings, who played for Team USA this past weekend against the Spark, signed for the rest of the season here to Oklahoma City. It was announced just 2 days ago. Here's the 2-1. Little slow roller foul towards the third base dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, chased that one outside. That one looked like she maybe swung at ball 3, but again, you see Boone down there on third. You want to do everything you can to drive her in and bring home this game's first run.
Riley Boone is a slap hitter, a bunter too, but she has a little bit of power. We saw it as she ripped that one over Busby's head and short hopped it to the fence. She had 5 career home runs in college. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Tiare. First real threat of the night. Oklahoma City has a runner at third. They did have a runner in scoring position back in the first inning. Willie Pola with 2 outs, and they stranded her there. And Jennings takes a walk.
Yeah, Rogers trying to get that outside pitch that both she and Pfizer have really kind of lived on a little bit here tonight, but that one off the edge just a little bit too much. And so now runners on the corner for OKC and the dangerous Deja Molipola coming up. But first, we're going to have a circle visit for the Steam.
Marty McDaniel is coming out. That may be it for Rogers as they were looking to the bullpen. I don't see anybody down there, but Morgan Smith at the top half of this inning was loosening.
Yeah, I'm looking out, and Smith she seems to be firmly planted still out there in center field as Coach McDaniels goes over just exactly what he wants out of his Steam infield here again with only 1 out and runners on the corner. So Oklahoma City really threatening here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Guinea spent 19 years combined with Georgia Tech and Tennessee as the pitching coach. Both of those programs had some of their most success in the circle. More than 25 years of collegiate coaching, started the D2 program, Armstrong Atlantic, currently at Roane State Community College in Tennessee. So 1st and 3rd and 1 out. And Molipola coming up. Let's see if she can continue to bedevil this Chattanooga Stream team.
And Deja walked her first time up, so.
First pitch is upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Deja 2 for 4 with these 2 teams played earlier this month in Chattanooga. 12 hits, 4 of those for extra bases. Becker and Moultrie with doubles, Hanson and Sherrill with home runs. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's that outside edge strike that we've seen some here tonight.
Kenzie Hanson's only hit this year in 10 at-bats with the Spark was a decisive 3-run home run to the 7th. Ground ball to third, glove by Mosley. She'll go to first in time to get the out. Jennings moves to second, but nice play with the glove by Mosley.
Yeah, great play there at third base by Mosley. She fields that ball close enough to third that she's able there. You can see her catch it and just almost able to reach out and try and get Boone doubled up. But Boone quickly back to the bag and still makes a great throw over to first to get the 2nd out.
Here's Haley Lee, bats for a 2nd time with an RBI opportunity. Went down swinging back to the 1st with a runner at 2nd. Takes low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Rogers most likely here early in the at-bat going to try to be pretty careful with Haley Lee, and then if she can get a couple strikes on her, try to come back with whatever she would consider her out pitch to be.
She's taken a 2-0 advantage in the count. Jada Coleman is the on-deck hitter for Oklahoma City. And Coleman, after the game against Chattanooga, made her debut in the championship game for the Spark. Played first base and hit in the 6th inning.
Rogers comes back, gets that one to drop in for the first strike. But again, you don't want to mess around too much and wind up walking Lee, because dangerous Jada Coleman on deck.
Here's the 2-1. Misses away, 3 balls and 1 strike. Rogers is in a predicament here. She needs to throw strikes, but she doesn't want to give up anything too good to Haley Lee.
Yeah, base hit here by Lee is going to score 2, most likely.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. She walked her.
Walked her, loads the bases. And like we said, the dangerous Jada Coleman coming to the plate.
Jada's still looking for her first career professional hit. She's 0 for 3. Here's a look at the runners. Boone at third. Molly Pola at second. And at first base is Haley Lee. First pitch from Rogers is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. So Rogers has walked 2 in the inning, 3 in the ball game, after walking just 2 in 7 innings when these 2 teams played in Tennessee.
Yeah, Boone at first. Tiari Jennings at second, Lee at third, and the 4th Sooner at the plate now.
Good
with
pitch.
Jada Coleman.
Kept it low onto the outside part of the plate.
Right there, a little, that could have been a little something right there on the throw back. I'm not sure if Phillips, when she tried to throw that back to Rogers, if she clipped Coleman, and that throw didn't make it back to the circle.
Jada, a chance to break the game open here in the 3rd. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, looked good. They call it upstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, that one.
Ashley Rogers does not give up a lot of walks. We told you just 2 in 7 innings. At Tennessee, she only walked 47.
3 here tonight.
Fly ball to right. Back goes Busby. Still going. It's off of her glove at the fence, and that's going to clear the bases. The throw comes into second, and it's 3-0 Oklahoma City. And that will be an error by Haley Busby in right field.
Yeah, an error on Busby, and with it 2 outs, the runner's on the move with contact, and that allows all 3 of them to score. And again, this one, Coleman thought maybe for a second she got all of it. Busby back, and just couldn't quite find it. You see her get turned around there a little bit. And again, with the runners on the move, Boone, Jennings, and Lee all come in. So a 3-run triple.
That's going to be an error. Here's Sydney Sherrill, lifts that one into the gap in left center field. Egan is there, makes the catch, and then it is over. So Oklahoma City gets 3, all unearned, but they do break through. We go to the 4th at Devon Park, 3-0 Spark.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
We used to pay full price at the dentist. Boy, was that dumb. We just saved $705.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. We'll send details at no cost and no obligation today. Unlike other dental plans, there's no activation fee with Carefree Dental, so call now to get your card at no cost today. Call during this TV offer and we'll also include free vision benefits and free prescription drug benefits too. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental. Call now.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free. Call 1-800-997-8844.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free.
Fans of the game dancing and having a good time to the sounds of YMCA. Todd Miller, Ryan Booth with you. We are through 3-0 Oklahoma City. So a three-base error by the right fielder Haley Busby has opened the door to an advantage for the Spark. Amber Pfizer, who has fought off some challenges by the Steam thus far. Chattanooga leaving 3 runners, 2 of those in scoring position in the first 3 innings. Pfizer's numbers so far: 3 strikeouts, a hit batsman, and a walk. She has struck out 1 Chattanooga batter in each of the first 3 innings.
Yeah, Pfizer's pitched well, worked herself out of some jams, and now with the 3-run lead, you think she maybe is going to be able to be a little more free and easy there in the circle. So again, all 3 of those runs unearned, but hey, you know, they still count the same on the scoreboard with the Spark up 3-0.
No balls, 1 strike. Pfizer's pitch, right where they set it up, away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 runs, all unearned, 2 hits between the 2 teams, one each side with 1. And the Steam have committed the only 2 errors of the ball game. In comes Pfizer's pitch, inside quarter. They say it was tight, 2-1.
You can see Pfizer. She turns back after she gets the ball. Just
I'm with you, Amber.
Little grin right there. She thought that was that inside strike.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul ball, third base side. Had a reaching and hit it off the end of the bat. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stay with us. At the end of tonight's game, we will bring you the Thunderbird Casino Player of the Game. Top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Oklahoma City, looking to snap a 2-game losing skid. Here's the pitch. Rise ball high, and it's 3-2. Right now, you would think that Amber Pfizer would maybe be leading that voting for our Thunderbird Casino Player of the Game.
That's what I'm going to say. Early returns show Pfizer in the lead.
Ground ball slowly to third. Lee has it to her left, and there's 1 out here in the 4th.
Yeah, nice job by Pfizer there to just get him just a little bit off balance. Kind of got her out in front of that one. Couldn't get it cleanly. The easy play once again there by Lee over at first base.
Here's Haley Busby, whose error in right off Jada Coleman's fly ball is the difference in this ball game, and she takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is a case for Busby where you can't make up all 3 runs in one swing of the bat, so just go out there, put together a good at bat. You know, there's nothing you can do about that.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Big swing, no contact, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing that she used to OSU record in slugging percentage back in 2020 of .794. 1-1. Hit foul, third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that right there just got on top of that a little bit. If she's down on that may be good barrel on ball.
Career hitter, .320, 5 years, 2 at Virginia, 3 at Oklahoma State. Hit .417 for the Cowgirls in 2021. Finished with 42 home runs in her collegiate career. Here's the 1-2. Off the glove of Pfizer, out to short. Jennings fires to first, not in time.
Yeah, never going to fault the pitcher Pfizer for trying to make that play. You wonder though if she lets that go with good infielders behind her, again, just off of it. Again, by the time it goes off her, and then Jennings is able to pick it up, is not able to get Busby.
Well, you're taught if you don't think you can make the play, let it go. Of course, that's easier said than done when a ball's back to the circle. And she thought she could make the play. It's going to be an infield hit for Busby, and that's the 2nd for Chattanooga. 1 ball, no strikes. 3-0 OKC here in the 4th. Pitch. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Smith went down looking there in the 2nd inning, her first at bat of the evening. But then also made an outstanding catch.
2-0 pitch. Scoots her off the plate, called a strike. It's 2-1. Boy, you want Busby to have success. You like all these Oklahoma school kids to do well, and it's good to see her at least get an infield hit after that play she'd love to have back in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the 2-1. Hit off the handle and popped up and just
Diving
out of the reach
effort.
of a diving effort from Haley Lee.
Again, there you can see Lee just completely sells out. Thought, you brought it up. If you don't think you can make the play, let it go. Well, Lee definitely thought she could make that play, and she gave every bit of effort she had. Comes up just a little bit short. But again, you like the hustle, you like the effort with the three-run lead.
There's the 2-2 pitch. Got her looking. Boy, she was thinking fastball, and she took and pulled the string on that one.
Yes. Yeah, Smith's been fooled twice with 2 strikes. And again, maybe on the edge of the plate, and a great job back there by Mulipola to just frame that a little bit. You see just a little twist of the glove, called strike.
Logo Leo steps in and swings and misses for a strike. She's 0 for 1, rolled out short to first. Or excuse me, short to second at a fielder's choice. Nothing and 1 the count. Fly ball down the right field line that'll slice out of play, and Pfizer is 1 pitch away from keeping it a 3-0 game for the Spark going to the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, again, just another great job by Pfizer to kind of work around a base runner, a little bit of a jam, and again, like you said, 1 pitch away from sending this to the bottom of the 4th.
The 0-2 bounces it to the plate. Good block that time by Mulipola, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaliyah, A-L-I-A, Logo Leo, L-O-G-O-L-E-O. 1-2 pitch. Just missed with a fastball, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
She's done good to stay patient with 2 strikes, not go after anything outside of the zone, and again has worked herself back now even in the count.
Pfizer got a win against Great Britain here in the home opener last Thursday night. Pitched well, as we told you earlier, against Team USA on Saturday. Another ground ball foul, and the count holds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Logo Leo was not a particularly easy batter at Clemson to strike out. Holds the school record for most RBIs in a game. She had 10 against Syracuse. Fouls another one out of play. How do you do that? Well, you have a single. You have a grand slam, a 3-run home run, and a 2-run home run. That's 10 RBIs.
I think that's a good night at the plate.
That's a good month at the plate.
10 RBIs, yeah, you'd like to see 10 RBIs in a month. You string them together in 1 game, you were seeing the ball well that night.
2 balls, 2 strikes. In off the handle and fouled back.
And she's been in on these last 2 pitches by Pfizer. You just kind of wonder if Amber's maybe trying to set something up here, or if she's just going to maybe rear back and challenge her.
Chattanooga, Oklahoma City tomorrow night at 7, then an afternoon 4th of July pitch. 3-2 the count. Chattanooga, I believe, moves out of Oklahoma City and will go to Florida, Lakeland, Florida, to take on the Vibe, the team that they have their only win against this year. Chattanooga moves out. The New York Rise comes in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A little tapper in front of the plate, fielded by Pfizer to first, inning over. So Amber continues to work around traffic. 2 hits, 4 left. Through 4 for the Steam. After 3.5, 3-0 Spark.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to one pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that one pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Superhero night tonight here at Devon Park at Oklahoma City. And here in a minute, you'll see the back of her cape. She is Supergirl. This young softball team is really going all out tonight. Most of them have capes or some type of superhero attire on. And as you said, Ryan, oh, to be young.
Oh, to be young again and spend evenings at the ballpark when you don't have to pay for the concessions.
Here we go, lower third of the Spark order in the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 OKC. Michelle Moultrie reached to the throw in air by Phillips, the catcher, and she takes a pitch away for a strike. Moultrie, Whaley, Becker, Boone, if anybody reaches here in the fourth. 3-0 Oklahoma City looking for a 2-0 lead of the series with Chattanooga. First of three here this weekend, and Moultrie behind 0-2.
Moultrie reached in the second inning, her first at bat, an error on the catcher, Phillips, and kind of bunted one, and Phillips sent it over the head of the first baseman out into right field.
Checks her swing and a tough play, fielded by Rogers, pivots and throws to first, and just got her.
Again, another one just kind of chops that one down in the dirt. Here, see it, you see her just kind of half slaps at that one, kind of tries to chop it down into the dirt, see if she can beat the throw to first, but again, bang, bang play for the first out.
Yvonne Whaley, who's 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Moultrie, Whaley, and Becker a combined 0 for 4 tonight. Rogers brings home the pitch, and it's a strike 0-1. Chattanooga trails 3-0, but all three of the Spark runs of the third were unearned. The only hit of the ball game is Riley Boone's triple with one out back of the third, and she scored one of those 3 runs.
Whaley robbed really of a base hit there in the second inning. And we saw that great diving catch by center fielder Morgan Smith to end the inning for the Spark.
Phillips and Rogers going to conference. Chattanooga, Oklahoma City tomorrow night, and then Wednesday afternoon on the 4th of July. I guess it'd be Thursday afternoon. Today's Tuesday. Rare day off yesterday. Foul pitch by Whaley. No balls, 2 strikes. How did you spend your day off?
Oh, you know, doing some work around the house. Unfortunately, I guess for me, we had to put down a bunch of Bermuda seed, and I've been on the back side of the sprinklers and the garden hose for quite a bit of time trying to get that seed.
Water bill's going to be sky high trying to
put it down just before the heat wave hit.
Inside pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I like my off day better in the pool.
Yeah, they both involved water, but yours was definitely much better used.
I'm not at this juncture trying to keep Bermuda alive. I guess I am a little bit. Got a mix between Bermuda and fescue. Here's the 1-2. Little tapper, first base side, tough play. Rogers can't handle it, and Whaley is on with 1 out. That'll be the second hit of the night for Oklahoma City.
Again, you can see Whaley here just kind of reaches for that one and gets the top half, pounds it down into the ground, and that's a tough play.
Rogers was not going to make that play because her momentum was taking her into foul territory anyway, had she been able to handle that with her glove. So Rachel Becker, who flied out to bats with 1 on and 1 out here in the 4th. Spark looking to extend a 3-0 lead. Here's the first pitch. A strike at the knees, 0-1 the count. Rogers has pitched to the lower part of the zone, and the home plate umpire tonight has been willing to oblige.
Yeah, it's been consistent all night long, both the low strike and then working both sides of the plate, inside, outside for both pitchers here this evening. And again, really as a hitter and as a pitcher, you know, maybe it's not quite a strike by the letter of the law, but just as long as you're consistent with it, that's all you can ask for.
0-2 the count to Rachel Becker, the OKC second baseman. Boone awaits on deck. Rogers deals, and the pitch is hit foul, first base side. Becker was reaching just a little bit on that one. Becker 3 for 23 to begin her Oklahoma City career. Has 2 hits in her last 4 at-bats over 3 games. Against Team USA, Oklahoma City hit .244, had 11 hits. Team USA 17 for 51, a .333 clip. Ball 1 outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Becker watched that one and started going that way and then just continued to break outside, and she did a good job to just let it go.
Spark hit just 188 against Great Britain in winning the 2 games of the Royal Spark Challenge. Another pop-up behind home plate now.
Going in on the fists just a little bit. Todd, I've noticed a little interesting, Becker, she goes old school, no batting gloves. Just picks up the dirt, rubs it on her hand, steps in the box, and gets ready to work.
That is very old school.
Whatever
works.
Yeah, these days between the batting gloves and the elbow protectors and the sliding mitts and all those kind of things you see all over the place, she just goes up there with the bat, tries to get something done.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Becker, inside quarter, but a little tight, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, you could see Phillips setting up inside from the start of that, so we knew where that one was coming, but again, it just stays inside, trying to work that inside edge for that strike.
Some people go up to the plate, and then when they reach first base, it takes them 2 minutes to get all their apparel and stuff off, equipment off. Bouncing ball up the middle, that's booted by Logoleo. Now they throw it to third, and it gets away from the third baseman, but not far enough to advance. And it'll be second and third for Oklahoma City.
There's a good smile from Becker. Again, probably a play that should have been made, but sometimes as a hitter, you just need, just put the ball in play. Make them make a play. That's what we used to talk about with Little League, and then in my days coaching is just, hey, take control of the situation, put the ball in play, make the other team make something happen, and you never know, good things might come out of it, and it does right there for Becker. She finds herself all the way over at second. Now Whaley on at third, and down in the bullpen, some action for Chattanooga.
It's not Morgan Smith because she's out in the outfield. That is an error against Logoleo, the shortstop. That's the 4th error for the Chattanooga Steam. They scored 2 errors on that play. One was a fielding, the other a throwing error.
Yeah, as Whaley didn't hesitate. She turned and headed for third, and a good throw is probably going to get her. But again, put the pressure on the fielders, make them have to make a play. And Chattanooga couldn't do it there. And so now, OKC again, 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out and back to the top of the lineup.
0-1 the count to Riley Boone. They have now taken a second error off, so just 1. There's 3 now. That was a fielded error against Logoleo. Little blooper just foul over the first baseman's head. No balls, 2 strikes.
That's one of those right there. We'll get another look at this one and see just. That's one of those where if the first baseman, man, if that ball just happens to clip Tao's glove, then there's going to be 2 more on the board.
No balls, 2 strikes to left fielder Riley Boone. Runners at second and third and 1 out for Oklahoma City. Here's the pitch. Sprays it foul.
Boone 1 for 2. Yeah, strikeout in the first, tripled in the third.
Riley Boone ended a stretch of 4 strikeouts over 3 games with a 3rd-inning triple. It was the only hit in the 3-run inning for the Spark.
Riley with 2 RBIs on the season, and she'd like to at least double that total right now with a base hit. And again, there you can see Phillips wanting to go out and talk to Rogers and make sure they're on the same page with Boone.
Certainly glad to have you along, however, and wherever you may be accessing our broadcast from. I'm sure we've got a lot of viewers from Tennessee watching tonight. Glad to have your Steam in town and a chance to tell you their story of the weekend. Another foul ball out of play. I shouldn't say weekend. I'm telling you, yesterday being off after 4 straight games has really messed with my calendar in my head. It is a Tuesday.
Well,
a holiday week 3-game series. How's that?
I'll admit, being a public school teacher as my day job, once you hit that summertime, yeah, the calendar kind of becomes a little bit of a blur.
0-2 pitch, grounded past Webster. 1 run will score. In comes Becker. She will slide safely, and it's 5-0. And a 2-hit game for Boone.
Yeah. Boone again gets good bat on ball, just drives right through it and just past the diving second baseman. Again, and like I said, you know, usually we get blamed for the announcer's jinx, but right there, put the ball in play, double your RBI total, and Spark looking to add more here in the bottom of the 4th.
First pitch to TRA Jennings is low. 1 ball, no strikes. TRA 0 for 1 with a walk. Scored back in the 3rd inning. Jennings wearing number 66 tonight. Jada Coleman wearing number 22. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Elena Torres had been wearing 66 this weekend against Great Britain and Team USA.
Yeah, you get, you know, some of these players that get some international play or some national team play off and running.
There goes Boone, and she's cut down. A terrific throw by Phillips.
When you can see Boone right there at the end of the play, hard slide in, and she kind of comes up with a little hitch in her giddy up as she makes her way back in. But
not very often a ball beats Riley Boone to the bag.
Again, that pitch up and out of the zone. So Phillips is on her way up to go and get it. Yeah, and she throws a strike down there to second base to get the speedy Boone. And again, we'll have to keep an eye on that as Boone went in hard to the bag and came up not quite looking 100%.
3-1 the count down to TRA Jennings. Jennings, the 5th batter here in this inning against Rogers. And a called 3rd strike. Or was it? No, it's 3-2. So it's 3-2 now. I had it 2 balls, 2 strikes. No wonder Jennings was taking.
Yeah, make Rogers work.
3-2, popped up. Shallow right, and that'll drop for a base hit. Talk about not getting much of the pitch, but she had enough to get it over Webster and in front of Busby.
Yeah, got just enough of that out off the end of the bat, able to muscle it up and just kind of out there in no man's land, Bermuda Triangle, and it just drops in. And so Jennings picks up the single and extends the inning. And OKC looking to add more.
First pitch to Molly Apola is upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Deja walked to the 1st, grounded to 3rd of the 3rd inning.
So again, 2 in here. Again, OKC looking to add to that. Deja put quite a swing on that one, but just underneath it a little bit too bad. Too much, fouls it up and out of play.
5-0 Oklahoma City. 1 ball, 1 strike to Molly Pola. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. You know, you feel for Ashley Rogers because if my stats are correct, all 5 Oklahoma City runs are unearned.
Yeah, the 3 for sure off the Busby error out there in right field, and then try to go back and see if our notes match up a little bit. But yeah, the errors that allowed runners to advance and stay on base. So yeah, it looks like all 5 of those runs for Oklahoma City tonight unearned, and then
here's the 2-1. Big swing, no contact, 2 balls and a strike. Or 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. Jennings at first. Oklahoma City now with 5 hits in the ball game.
And again, a couple times here, not sure if Rogers and Phillips not on the same page. Wanting to make sure Rogers is called timeout. And do not want to give up anything to Deja here, especially with runner on base.
Mulipolo pops it up to second base. Webster is there, and we are finished in the fourth. Oklahoma City picks up 2 runs on this single by Riley Boone. We head to the 5th, all Spark on a Tuesday night.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
First of 3 on this holiday week against the Chattanooga Steam, Wednesday night, Thursday afternoon, and then the New York Rise in town Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. Athletics Unlimited on Friday the 12th and Saturday the 13th, and then a 3-game series at New York before the Florida Vibe come in for 3 games over 2 days. That's a look at the upcoming schedule for the Oklahoma City Spark. Tickets available for all OKC home games by visiting OKCSpark.com. Okay, we were talking off air where the 5th hit was, and they have scored Rachel Becker on I had it as a fielder's choice. They have given her a single, and then the throwing error was against the shortstop, Logo Leo.
Yeah, I had it totaled up at 4 myself, because we said Becker was on with the error, but the official score ruled her hit a single. So
Taylor Sanders leads off, takes strike 1, nothing on 1 the count. Phillips, and then the top of the order with TJ Webster. We're in the 5th, 5-0 Oklahoma City. Next pitch upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Steam 1-3 in their inaugural season. Last year, Oklahoma City went 21-16 in their inaugural season. 12-6 here at home. Fly ball into left field, pretty well hit. It's still continuing to carry, and it's over the head now of Coleman, who picks it up off the base of the fence. It'll be a double from Sanders. She hit that pretty well, Ryan, but there's also some wind blowing out to that part of the ballpark tonight.
Yeah, from our vantage point, you can see the flags right out there in center field, for the most part blowing away from us. And Sanders, again, goes down to get that one, reaches out. It goes in a long run. A long run there, both for Coleman in center and Boone in left field. Neither one of them can catch up with it, and it gets to the fence.
4th extra base hit for the Steam against Spark. Pitching in 2 games. Here is Kaylee Phillips, the catcher, struck out swinging and takes a fastball up and in. 1 ball, no strikes.
Again, base runners have been on a number of times here for the Steam. But again, Pfizer's done a good job to work around those and not give up any runs so far.
1-0 pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes. 5 runs, 5 hits for Oklahoma City, no runs, 3 hits for Chattanooga. And the Steam have committed the only 3 errors of the ball game. Oklahoma City on this homestand has only committed 3 errors, and those came against Team USA. Called strike, and it's 2-1, and Pfizer still pumping it in.
Yeah, good comeback pitch right there by Amber. Again, after opening up with 2 balls, again comes back with that hard inside pitch.
2-1 the count. Rise ball upstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike. So she's going to have to find the zone here. The first 2 steam hitters are going to reach here in the 5th. Chattanooga down to their final 9 outs here in the series opener from Oklahoma. Here's the 3-1. Inside, I think it hit her. The home plate umpire immediately came up and called time. So a hit batsman means that there's no advancement by the runner at second, and now first and second. And TJ Webster. Steam with their best threat despite having base runners in each of the first 4 innings. A real chance to get themselves back in this ball game here in the 5th. Here's Pfizer's first pitch. He's on the outside corner, nothing to 1 the count. Webster was showing bunt.
Yeah, Webster looking to put the ball in play, maybe obviously try to advance the runners, use her speed to get on as well, and continue to put some pressure on the Spark here in the top of the 5th.
Pfizer working in a jam now. She's ahead, no balls, 2 strikes as she peppers the outside corner.
2 hit by pitch tonight for Pfizer. She hit Egan in the first, and now Phillips here.
Misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oklahoma City with 3 unearned runs in the 3rd, 2 more in the 4th. There's a look at the Steam head coach, Marty McDaniel. Here's Pfizer's 1-2. Popped up and racing in is Riley Boone, the left fielder in foul territory, to make the catch. They had played Webster in pretty shallow, and it's a good thing as Boone picked that one up easily.
Yeah, Riley in probably a little bit farther than she normally would be. And again, an easy play for her out there in left field. Again, get that out, hold those runners at first and second. So get that first out of the inning.
Chattanooga starving for a big hit. Let's see if Eakin could give it to him. She takes away 1 ball, no strikes. Tomorrow night, Teacher Appreciation School Spirit Night right here at Devon Field. It's the Spark and the Steam in game number 2.
Egan 0 for 2 or 0 for 1, hit by pitch and then grounded out to the first baseman Lee back in the 3rd inning. And
swing and a miss by Pal Egan, and she just couldn't catch up with that high heat from Pfizer. Sanders at second, Phillips at first. There's 1 out. That one misses away. 2 balls and 1 strike. There is Phillips at first. And a look at Sanders at second base. The pitch called a strike. 2-2.
Again, you're working the top half of the zone against Egan in this at bat. And maybe get her swing underneath something, pop it up.
Here's the 2-2. Little tapper. Back to the circle. Pfizer has it and almost threw it away. Gloved by Lee. Runners advance, but now with 2 outs.
So again, Egan advances the runners. So now 2 in scoring position, but yeah, big second out of the inning.
She threw it to foul territory side of first, and Lee did a good job to glove it. First pitch to Mosley is hammered foul up the left field corner, and it's strike 1. Mosley is 0 for 2 tonight. Is yet to get the ball out of the infield, popped out to second, grounded out to second. And both times she has come up, there have been runners on base, and in the 3rd, Webster was standing in scoring position. Nothing to 1 the count. Pfizer brings it home, swing and a miss.
And Pfizer just rears back and lets that one fly, and Mosley can't catch up with it. So 2 strikes now.
0-2, Pfizer's pitch, swing and a miss. Went right after 3 straight times, and Mosley goes down swinging, and Pfizer works around a 2-on, nobody out jam. Chattanooga leaves 2 more. It's all Spark through 4 1/2.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
Hola a todos. Si ha resultado lesionado en un accidente que no fue su culpa, tenemos profesionales listos para responder sus preguntas y hacerles saber cuánto vale su caso. Estoy con el portavoz Milo Sánchez. Milo, dígale a los televidentes en casa quién debe llamar ahora mismo.
Bueno, Victoria, cualquier persona que fue herida en un accidente y no fue su culpa, habrá gente que recibirá en vivo su llamada, recibirá una consulta gratuita y le dirán cuánto vale su caso.
Gracias, Milo. Llame ahora mismo.
New pitcher for the Chattanooga Steam, it's Shelby Walters from the University of Georgia. Ashley Rogers' evening is over after 4. So Walters comes in and she will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Spark lineup. Well, the way Amber Pfizer is dealing, she may be on the payroll soon at Thunderbird Casino.
That's good. That's good right there. Yeah. Yeah, really, for the Steam, they've left, I've got it down, you may correct me if I'm wrong, 6 on base here tonight and just not able to get that one hit they needed to crack the code that is Amber Pfizer for the Spark.
Here's Haley Lee, a strikeout in the first, a walk and a run scored in the third. Haley has homered in 3 straight games, takes low, 1 ball, no strikes from Walters. Walters started her collegiate career at Duke, finished up at Georgia, played 4 years at Duke, 2 years at Georgia. Was 27-14 in Athens. The 1-0 pitch, called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, you can see Lee shaking her head. She knew that one was in there, just couldn't quite make herself swing. And yeah, Lee, she looks like a power hitter. Just the batting helmet that's all dirty.
In comes the pitch, popped up, and that is caught by Morgan Smith, a diving play in left center field.
Yeah, yeah, my apologies there. That was Ludlam that had come in. She had 77 on, but regardless, Torres. Regardless of who was at bat, Smith again, another outstanding play in center field. Just lays out full extension, comes up with another one, and you can see why. Yeah, she was the #1 two-way player. If she pitches like she plays the field, she is well deserving of that.
Here's Jada Coleman, takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Morgan Smith has taken 2 would-be base hits off the board for the Spark tonight. They have 5 total. Called strike, even up, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jada, who grounded out unassisted to first and then reached to the 3-base error when Busby dropped a fly ball with the wall and right that allowed 3 runs to cross the plate in the 3rd inning. Here is the 1-1. Hit well into right again, but coming in is Busby, and this time she'll make the running catch. And there's 2 down. That ball was hit right on the screws, but not really elevated.
Yeah, you'll see Busby. She catches good sight of this one right off the bat. And again, after it, and you can see the fundamentals right there. Glove up, catches it, second hand, secures it in there. She was not going to make make the same mistake she made earlier.
Here's Sydney Sherrill. She's 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch to the former Seminole from Florida State is away. 1 ball, no strikes. So Walters is coming out of the bullpen and retired the first 2 hitters, Torres and Coleman. Next pitch to Sherrill. Rise ball high, 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, Sydney looking for her first hit of the night. Struck out looking in the second.
Walters had a 2.28 earned run average at Duke. Now she's behind 3 balls and no strikes. Her batted average against in her career was 235. In 4 years at Duke, she allowed a 288 batted average, 2-time first-team All-SEC at Georgia. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Walks her, so a 2-out base runner for Oklahoma City, and the inning remains alive for Moultrie. Tomorrow night again, Teacher Appreciation School Spirit Night right here at Devon Park at OGE Field. Game number 2 against Chattanooga, the final night game of the 3-game series. Here's Michelle Moultrie, 0 for 2, has been aboard once at an air. Checks her swing on a rise ball upstairs. And they said she went around, so it's a strike, 0-1 the count.
Yeah, nice pitch by Walters, and we're going to have
Amber Flores is saying something to
home plate umpire.
The home plate umpire. I don't know that she thought like I did that Moultrie had really gone around.
I never really saw anybody ask for an appeal. But regardless, yeah, they called the strike, and so Moultrie down on the count. No balls, 1 strike.
Here's Shelby's pitch downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Walters' former school, Duke, was here at the Women's College World Series at the start of the month. First time the Blue Devils were able to kick the door in and get to the Elite 8. Here's the 1-1. Popped it up into center field. Smith, calling everybody off, is there to make the catch. It's a quick 5th for Shelby Walters. We move to the 6th in Oklahoma City. Spark 5, Steam nothing on Yurview.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free.
The Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview is brought to you by Brahms. Summertime is ice cream time. Try an ice cream classic today only at Brahms. And there is a good look at an Oklahoma stop sign. Stop here. Burgers, fries, and ice cream, as good as it gets. Todd Miller, Ryan Booth with you. 6th inning from Devon Park. 5-0 Oklahoma City. Torres, who batted for Lee, is into the ballgame as she plays first base. Pfizer is through 5 innings and will face Kaylee Tao. And she jumps on the first pitch, drives it into left center field, and a running catch by Jada.
Yeah, on that one right there, Jada Coleman able to track it down. It's elevated, gets underneath it. So running basket catch. So we've seen some great play in center field tonight from both teams. Coleman almost overran that by about half a step. Looked like she kind of caught it there in the heel of the glove. Did a good job to keep it from popping out and get the first out of the inning.
Busby a walk and an infield hit. All was right in the world. Coleman in center, Boone in left. And that's going to be it for Pfizer. So Oklahoma City is going to go to the bullpen. We'll tell you about Maddie Pinta right after this break. One out in the sixth, 5-0 Oklahoma City.
This year's OKC Spark roster includes OU Sooner alum and legendary slugger Jocelyn Alo. Born in Hauula, Hawaii, she led her high school softball team to 3 state championships before starting her college career at OU.
I just want to continue to break down glass ceilings for this sport. There's just so much more growth to be done in the professional realm, and I feel like OKC Spark is doing a great job of that in wanting to grow the game and really wanting to make it a career for these ladies and these women.
Alo is the NCAA all-time home run leader with 122 homers. She's also the NCAA leader in slugging percentage with an incredible .987. She's also a 2-time Women's College World Series champ.
I have one little piece of advice for little girls out there watching and little girls dreaming to play in the professional realm. Make sure that your grades are good, because you will not get on the field unless you have the grades. So you make sure that you take care of your grades first.
Catch the Spark. Get your tickets now or watch live on Yurview and online.
Welcome back here to Devon Park. Maddie Pinta into the ball game. It's her third appearance. She was a special weekend addition along with Riley Ludlam. We don't have Riley on the roster tonight, but Pinta from Auburn remains on the roster, and she will work tonight. Gave up 2 hits, struck out 1 and walked 1, and gave up 3 earned runs in her appearance against Team USA. First pitch is away to Haley Busby for a strike. I was saying going to the break that all was right in the world. Riley Boone had been playing center field. Jada Coleman was on Team USA this weekend. Riley now is back in left and Jada in center, and those were the 2 positions they anchored to that terrific outfield for Patty Gasso's club. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5-0, nobody on, 1 out for the Chattanooga Steam here in the 6th. Pinta breaks it home. Big swing and a miss. 1-2. You made a good point. Maddie Pinta, how'd she end up here? She's right in the backyard of the Chattanooga Steam.
Yeah, we're
glad to have her, though.
Yeah, talking about that during the break. Grew up in Maryland, went to Auburn.
Hop fly to left. Boone narrowly moves, and there's 2 gone. Now she and Jada can do their dances together after outs are recorded. Here's Morgan Smith. Hadn't done much offensively, but she's really been good defensively in center field for the Steam.
Yeah, Smith has struck out twice tonight, both times looking, and both times maybe didn't quite agree with the third call.
Jumps on the first pitch and fouls it off for a strike. 0-1 the count. Morgan Smith played at LSU. She was a first-team All-American in 2024. Her dad, Kevin, played football at UCLA from 1987 through 1999. Ball 1. He also played in the NFL for a time with the then Los Angeles Raiders, one of their numerous stops, and also with the Green Bay Packers.
Smith.
1 ball, 1 strike to Smith. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Smith chased that one there. I was surprised with, again, she struck out twice on that outside pitch. And she let that one go for the first ball, but chased that one low.
In comes the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul, third base side. She finished 2nd in career batted average, 8th in RBIs, 9th in triples at Rutgers. She was 7th in batted average for a season this year at 408, 4th in hits with 99, 14 doubles were 10th best, and her 19 home runs were the 2nd most in a single season for Rutgers. That went in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maddie Pinta against Morgan Smith. At Rutgers, she had an earned run average 3.73. She split 30 decisions, going 15 and 15. 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, 3-2 the count. She hit 45 career home runs in high school. So she has power. There's a good look at Morgan Smith. And Pinta's 3-2. Hit foul again to the third base side.
That pitch right there on a full count, that's a tough pitch for a hitter because, again, the way the strike zone has been called tonight, that one's on that inside edge. Not really a lot you can do with it, but again, you've got to go after it and at least just try to foul it off because you don't want to go down looking for the third time tonight.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Popped out of play again. Morgan Smith and I have a shared interest. I think for her, it's more of something that's a really big deal. One of her bucket list items is skydiving. I have an interest in skydiving, but I haven't had the guts to do it yet.
Interested in watching it, not doing it?
No, doing it,
okay.
doing it. But she has a bucket list of wanting to skydive.
No offense, but I thought that the thing you had in common was going to be, as you see her, send a long foul ball. She almost right on top of that one. I thought maybe, no offense, but it was going to be your love of Fruit Loops. That's her favorite cereal.
She does like Fruit Loops. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I used to like them, not so much anymore. Here's the payoff pitch, and she just misses. Well, that looked good. The crowd disagrees with the home plate umpire.
Well, and you can see, I brought it up, you can see Smith right there, just kind of a little shrug of the shoulders, maybe a little bit of an extra deep breath, because that one maybe just a half a ball a little bit farther out than she's been rung up twice here tonight. So she's on base for the first time here with a walk in the top of the 6th.
First pitch to Logaleo is in the right field for a base hit. So Aaliyah has her first hit, the 4th safety for the Steam. Morgan Smith having a nice chat with T.R.A. Jennings, the shortstop. So there's Taylor Sanders.
So 2 on here again, but 2 outs.
This pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Going back to that walk by Smith, if you have struck out twice, I'm not certain that that's a pitch that you've got the bat on your shoulders.
No, and again, it just goes back to the confidence that she plays with, both in the field and in the box. But again, yeah, like you said, just struck out twice on basically that same pitch both times, and then you watch it for a 3rd time.
2-0 pitch. Catches the inside quarter. It's 2-1.
So brought it up earlier. Yeah, the Steam have left 6 on base so far here tonight, and Chattanooga fans don't want to see them leave these 2 out there.
Swing and a miss. Chase split away, and Pinta's 2 balls and 2 strikes. I was really impressed with Maddie Pinta this past weekend.
Yeah, Maddie came in a couple time in a little bit of a high leverage situation.
2-2 pitch. She's fouled off.
Needing to get some outs, and she took care of it. And
Correction, she didn't foul it off. She swung and missed and is tagged out. Again, it is over. Well, it looked like she fouled it off. 2 more stranded. 8 left through 5 innings for the Steam. 5-0. Okay.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to one pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that one pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Reminder, our next home game is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against this same Chattanooga Steam Ball Club. It's Teacher Appreciation Night and School Spirit Night. Buy tickets now at OKCSpark.com. Todd Miller along with Ryan Booth. It is a bullpen game now as Walters came in, faced 4, retired 3. And she will deal to the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, and Whaley drives that one into center field and a running catch by Morgan Smith, and it's out number 1.
Yeah, that's the last place you want to hit it against this Chattanooga team. So if that ball is really anywhere near center field, Smith is gonna.
She just reads the ball so well off the bat.
Yep, good vision, good first step.
Keilani Ricketts is going to bat now in place of Rachel Becker. Keilani Ricketts facing the Steam for the first time. And a strike, 0-1 the count. So these two, along with the New York Rise and the Florida Vibe, will play later in the year. Back in Chattanooga, it will be the Championship Cup Series. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the Spark will not play a regular season series in Chattanooga. They have played their first 4 games, and they will play at least 4 in that Championship Cup later this month. Bouncing ball foul on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Keilani Ricketts.
Ricketts had a nice outing the other day against Team USA. 3 2/3 inning. Did give up 6 hits. But only allowed one run. It was earned and had 2 strikeouts.
Really stabilized things too.
Yeah, that was after they'd given up 6 in the first and 4 in the second.
Wise ball high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Amber Flores is now coaching at first base. Alex Flores is coaching at third base. In the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
So good at bat here going for Ricketts. Again, just trying to get on. Again, continue to put pressure on the Steam.
Led the Spark last year with a 300 batting average. She's 0 for 2 entering this one. Here's the payoff pitch. Pops it out of play. So the battle will continue with Keilani Ricketts and Shelby Walters. 7 o'clock tomorrow night here on Yurview, as well as 107.7 The Franchise in Oklahoma City. All home games on Yurview as well as The Franchise. 2 outstanding broadcast partners for the Spark. Here's the 3-2 from Walters and a foul. So lefty versus lefty, and Ricketts is battling tough. Keilani 0 for 2, but one of those was a strikeout. Coming into this ball game, the Spark had struck out they'd struck out 49 times and only drawn 23 walks. They have not struck out against Walters. They have struck out 4 times tonight. Here's the 3-2. And she just nicks it.
Yanez and Ricketts here in a battle. Brooke again coming in here in the top of the 6th.
5-0 Oklahoma City over the Steam. Continuing to shake side after side off.
Correction, it's pronounced Yanez.
The pitch. Flied into shallow center field. Out from second goes Webster, and she has it for out number 2. Brooke Yanez is the pitcher. You're right, it's not Walters. She is a former UCLA Bruin. finished her career at UCLA after at one point serving as the ace for Oregon. UCLA was her super senior season. It was her third collegiate stop.
Yeah, started at UC Davis, so well-traveled. She was second team All Pac-12 in 2023, four-time pitcher of the week. So
Chloe Malaulu is the batter. No balls, one strike to Chloe. And the pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Spark trying to go 3 games above 500 at 6-3. It would be their third home field victory in 5 home starts this year, but they need 3 outs to nail it down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chloe on the season is hitting 5 for 22. That includes a triple and an RBI. She's hitting 227. Yanez pitch stays high, 2-2. So Rogers started. The former Tennessee product went 4 innings. Walters worked the 5th, and now Yanez here with the 6th for Chattanooga. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In comes the lefty's pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll do it for the Spark in the 6th inning. Looking ahead to the 7th. It's 9-1-2 for Chattanooga. 3 outs remaining for the Spark.
Hey, airline travelers, let's say you have a problem and you need to change or cancel an existing airline reservation. What do? Well, Skywatch is a free service that can help anyone with any airline reservation fix it. Whether you want to cancel it, change your dates, or add passengers, we can help fix your airline reservations so you get exactly what you need. We've updated our computer database and now have access to every airline around the globe. So now you can make one phone call regardless of who booked your airline tickets, and we'll change it, cancel it, and fix it for you. We know the insider secrets to fixing reservations that the airlines don't want you to know about. So if you need to cancel, change, or modify an existing airline reservation, call Skywatch right now. It's a free call, so let us fix it for you.
Call 855-642-8506. That's 855-642-8506. 855-642-8506.
Somewhere, there's a kid with an idea. This kid is the future. And this idea, we're gonna like it. We just need to make sure this future we all want happens. That's why we're committed to helping bring affordable internet to all. Because our future is connected. Find out if you qualify for a $30 monthly credit through the FCC's Affordable Connectivity Program.
Good up top look at Devon Park, OGE Field. There's your score as we head to the 7th, 5-0 Oklahoma City. And as you can tell, really 2 innings the difference. Spark with a 3-run third and tacked on 2 more in the 4th. They've out hit Chattanooga 5-4, and the Steam have committed 3 errors. Welcome back to the 7th inning here on Yurview in the franchise. I'm Tom Miller along with Ryan Booth. The number 9 hitter to lead off, Kaylee Phillips for the Steam. And she will face Maddie Penta, who faced 4, gave up a walk, a hit, and retired the other 2. Numbers so far on Pfizer, 5 1/3, 3 hits, and she threw 98 pitches. Also struck out 5 Steam hitters. Phillips, then Webster and Egan, the scheduled hitters. And the first pitch is lifted into center field. In comes Coleman, and 1 pitch, 1 away in the 7th.
Didn't ask for a better start here. Chattanooga down to their final 2 outs now.
TJ Webster, the batter. By now, most fans of softball in the state of Oklahoma know that Jada Coleman is engaged to Oklahoma Sooner football star Billy Bowman. 1 ball, no strikes. There had been some talk that they recently were engaged, that maybe the ceremony was going to come up fairly soon. Jada said, no. Ground ball back to the circle, knocked down by Penta and won't have a play.
Yeah, Penta, Maddie can't field it cleanly. Does a good job to just hang on to it, not try to force anything. Because again, you overthrow that. Maybe you don't get a good throw on it. And Webster is at least on second, depending on where that ball goes with her speed. She may be around on the other corner. So again, 5-run lead, 1 out. 2 away from ending this game. Go ahead and just stick that one in your pocket. Again, come right back with a good, strong pitch.
0-1 the count to Pal Egan. Jada, of course, busy with her career, both internationally and professionally. Billy, of course, played his final year for the Sooners and Brent Venables. She's saying February of 2026 will be the wedding. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's after the draft and such for him, so both have professional careers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pal Egan.
Egan hit by a pitch back in the first and grounded out in the 3rd and the 5th, so she's looking for her first hit of the night. That one just a little bit too far off the outside edge.
2-2 the count. Mala'ulu has stayed in the ball game. She is in left field. Rachel Becker has re-entered at second base. Here's the 2-2. Lined foul up the left field side. So congratulations to Jada and Billy. I say they go ahead and sign their children to an NIL deal.
This day and age, that's probably the way to go. Webster over there at first base. She is moving around. She's
off speed, called 3rd strike.
Was giving him something to think about, but right there, Penta gave Egan something to think about. That was a called 3rd strike. Egan goes down looking in for the 2nd out.
Well, that was good. Ran back in the middle of the plate. 2nd strikeout for Maddie Penta. Here's Mosley, and she grounds that one slowly foul off the end of the bat. After they won the count. Mosley tonight is 0 for 3, a pop out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And her first 2 at-bats came with runners aboard, and her 2nd at-bat came with a runner at second. 8 stranded tonight for the Steam. In comes the pitch. Downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'll be away for the next 3 nights. Be back on Saturday evening for the middle game of the 3-game set with New York. Hope everyone has a safe and happy Independence Day. Mosley, a sky-high pop-up, and that'll twist out of play. And this game is now down to a final strike here in the 7th. In tomorrow night, 7 o'clock first pitch, Teacher Appreciation and School Spirit Night. Right back here at... Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, good block that time by Lily Pola. See the Spark for the 2nd time in 4 home games, or 5 home games, wearing their black pinstripe blue uniforms. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball into center field and racing in to make the catch is Coleman. That's the way the ball game ends. Good to have Jada Coleman back out there in center field. And Maddie Penta getting high fives and smiles from her teammates as Oklahoma City has beaten Chattanooga tonight here 5-0. We'll be back with our post in our Thunderbird Casino. Player of the game, it's all coming up next on Yurview.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? Have you been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 or more a pill for Viagra, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for expensive prescriptions. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call now and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Call us anytime, day or night, and start saving big money for the exact same results. Have your credit card ready. Ordering is fast and easy, with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
If you don't have a good dental plan, or if your employer doesn't offer dental benefits, this is the deal you're looking for. Get the Carefree Dental Card, and for just $15.95 a month, you can see the dentist anytime and pay a whole lot less.
On my first visit, I saved $650.
Call the number on your screen and request your Carefree Dental Card free. See for yourself why Carefree is the best deal in dental.
Call 1-800-997-8844 to get your Carefree Dental Card and member guide free.
Stats on there, right?
Yeah. Welcome back here to Devon Park at Oklahoma City. The Spark snap a two-game losing streak. They're now 6-3 of the year with a 5-0 win over Chattanooga. I'm Todd Miller along with Ryan Booth. There you see the line totals: 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Spark. No runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for the Steam. They stranded 8. Oklahoma City left 5. It's time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Thunderbird Casino. Swing for the fences with Thunderbird Casino. This one was pretty much a no-brainer.
Yeah, from the get-go, Pfizer here tonight, she did an outstanding job. There you can see just from the start, 5 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 Ks on 98 pitches, and she was doing a great job working the inside and outside edges of the plate, changing speeds just a little bit, and she really controlled the game. Had herself in some jams early on, didn't let the pressure get to her, and she did an outstanding job to keep the Steam at bay until Oklahoma City could get some runs and come away with the 5-0 victory here tonight.
Congratulations to former University of Minnesota Golden Gopher Amber Pfizer, tonight's Thunderbird Casino player of the game at Thunderbird Casino. Come for the fun, play to win. Play Thunderbird.com. There's the final score, 5-0 tonight. Oklahoma City now 6-3. Chattanooga drops to 1-4. And we will be back to sit. Okay, we're going to keep it right here. 5-0 Oklahoma City, the final. You've been watching this Oklahoma City Spark on Yurview. The Spark take the victory tonight over the Chattanooga Steam by a count of 5-0. Join us back here tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series between the Spark and the Chattanooga Steam as we celebrate T-shirt appreciation and school spirit night. Live coverage begins at 7 Central Time right here on Yurview. On behalf of our entire crew, alongside Ryan Booth, I'm Todd Miller. So long from Devon Park.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Teens like me are dying from fentanyl poisoning. I know because I lost my brother Alex to 1 pill made with fentanyl. Alex didn't know the dangers of fentanyl and that 1 pill can kill. It can happen to anyone, and it changes everything. These pills look like they come from a pharmacy, but they don't. They're fake. Drug dealers on social media are not your friend. They take your friends. They took my brother. Don't let them take you. Fentanyl can end it all.
This week on Driven, It's one of the fastest growing wheel-to-wheel racing series in the country. We hit the road with the Spec Corvette team as they bring America's sports car full circle to where it all started. Bowling Green, Kentucky, and the National Corvette Museum and Motorsports Park. Plus, the mystery of the sinkhole.
I think we'll be able to fix it. Maybe just rub it out. Rub it out.
It's all things Corvette, so buckle up for Driven.
It's the quintessential sports story. Hometown hero returns home to reclaim glory. But in this story, the hero is a car. In garages across America, they're getting ready to prove they still have what it takes to be called America's sports car.
From the garage at the Pellegrini Performance Group in Madisonville, Louisiana, the NOLA region team preps their cars to head 600 miles north to the National Corvette Museum Motorsports Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Why Bowling Green?
It's the birthplace of the Corvette, right? I mean, that's where those cars were made. And we're just going back home to show them off and show everybody what can be done with these cars.
Some of these cars went to Canada, California, Florida, wherever, and then they end up back here just looking a little bit different.
Sure, these C5s have lived, but they're still Corvettes.
V8 rear-wheel drive, manual transmission car is the ultimate American cool car.
The car's got a great heritage. They've become world-class sports cars.
Loud and fast.
The cars are fast, they handle great, they're economical. You can buy a base car to turn into a spec Corvette for about $10K.
Reasonably inexpensive way to go wheel-to-wheel racing in these C5 race cars.
And for race cars, they are relatively inexpensive.
A guy at home could do it himself. If you paid a shop to put a cage in there, you can build a competitive car for 25, 30 grand.
Helping to keep the cost down is spec racing.
Spec means specifications list for what you can and can't do, what's allowable to this car.
You don't have a choice to buy the most expensive, you just have the choice to buy what everybody else has. So that's the idea of a spec class, is to help keep the cap on the expenses and the creep of the expense.
The thing about spec is you don't use the car to determine ability. It's the driver performance.
Anybody can win a race on any day. The cars are so evenly matched.
Yesterday, I think the top 7 drivers were pretty much on the same second after qualifying. So that just makes for some great racing.
Some of the most talented people that I've met in the racing field moving into spec Corvette class because of how affordable it is to race. And then you got people like me who are brand new to the sport who also see it very appealing that it's less carnage, less beating and banging typically than any of your other spec classes that are out there.
Most of these guys have driven other race cars. You get behind the wheel of this car and you have fun. It's fun.
Alexis Josefar wasn't always a spec Corvette driver. We met him last year when he was racing in the much more expensive Super Unlimited G2 class.
Those cars, initially, today they're over 100,000. And that wasn't really, that was just the beginning.
More expensive didn't mean more fun.
What we didn't have is the competition. There weren't a lot of guys at our track, or even regionally, running these kind of cars.
Then Destiny came knocking.
And I blew the transmission, which was $5,000, $6,000. And the next day, I got to drive Ben's car, and I had a blast. And I came back in and yeah, I said, we're doing this. We're going to do the spec Corvette thing.
Alexis wasn't the only one in the NOLA region to switch seats.
January of 2019, we had 1 car. January 2020, we had 6. Today, we have 8.
Across the country, the series is seeing similar growth.
California is where it was born. They've grown to probably 45, 50 racers there.
So we think we're soon going to have literally, 50, 60, 100 cars nationwide over the next few years. That just makes it more challenging, more competitive, more environments. We'll have nationals. It's going to be pretty exciting.
How does it feel when you pass your dad on the track and blow by him?
Bittersweet. Very bittersweet.
Bitters. He says that for the cameras, right?
Absolutely.
More from the Spec Corvette series coming up. But first, we take a lap around the NCM Motorsports Park.
Great googly moogly.
When Driven continues.
From fitness to medical technology, explore how people are leading healthier lives on Your Health.
I'm Erica Cardenas. On the Next Your Health, we're talking about summer safety. The one thing you can do to lower your risk of skin cancer, and how a pet can improve your overall health.
Watch Your Health Sunday, Monday, and Thursday only on Yurview, or stream it online at Yurview.com.
When a bunch of Spec Corvette drivers from Louisiana, Florida, and even California drove hundreds of miles to Bowling Green, Kentucky to drive some more, it might have seemed questionable. For them, it was less of a trek and more of a pilgrimage.
We call it the trifecta. You know, you've got the manufacturing facility across the street, the museum, the National Corvette Museum, and then this racetrack. And having a really unique racetrack layout really helps, but being able to get that full Corvette experience this is the only place in the world you can do it. Ferrari kind of has the same kind of setup. Porsche and Stuttgart has kind of the same setup, and then Corvette.
But really, what's most fun about it is the layout of the track. It's a very challenging track. There's a lot of turns, 20-something turns, and so it keeps you on your toes.
These challenging features add to the track's draw.
This weekend we have the National Autosport Association, 258 cars.
We just have the opportunity to attract a lot of regions for this track because it's such a cool track, and it's really centrally located for a lot of drivers.
NASA breaks up the country into different regions, and I think there's 12 total. We have representatives from 8 of the 12 here.
A lot of drivers hauled a long way to get here too. We had a lot of 9-hour, 8-hour, 11-hour hauls to get here.
That just want to come out and drive the racetrack. It's that special.
The NCM facilities help deliver the high-quality motorsports events that have defined NASA. NASA is also known for education.
Basically, it's a